Investing. Why don't enough people invest? If you're an investor, mainly in stocks, when you talk to people about stocks, they're so quick to say that they don't know anything about it. So I figured I'd just make a quick list today of what I think is probably the top 10 reasons that the majority of the people are not investing their money and instead either leaving it in a savings account, a money market, I guess a CD is investing, but I'm talking about why people do not invest in the stock market in particular. So I'll start with number one, which again, this is based on when I talk to people, this is what they say. And when I ask, you should invest in the stock market, the first thing is I have no money. No one has money. The majority of people are broke, they're in debt, they pay the bills, blah, blah, blah. But being a broke investor, I know about having no money. But if you're working, you have money. You have something to put away, something to invest in. So unless you're actually not working, okay, you have no money, but you have more issues than to worry about investing. But if you have a job and you're making fair income, then you have money. You can find a little here and there to start investing. So that's a lame ass excuse. Another famous one, number two, is, again, this is, I guess, in no particular order. Number two is I don't have time. And obviously that's an excuse for a lot of other things as well, but there's always time. How about you sleep a little less, Nobody needs to sleep 10 hours a day, you lazy ass. 6 to 7 is enough. So you get up earlier, you go to bed a little later, you find time throughout the day. You take your lunchtime at work. There's time to learn. Obviously, my time is my commute time, and I get up early each day to do some research. But again, just making an excuse, that's just people making excuses. I have no time. Number three is I don't know what I'm doing. I have no knowledge. So, which is true. Obviously, you have no knowledge because you didn't look into it. So that should not scare you away from jumping into it. Although I'm one to talk, and that's what was part of my excuse is I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But you have to start. That's the problem. You have to tell yourself you have the knowledge. You have to get some confidence that you can learn this. Number four would be risk, which obviously this is a lot of people's excuse, is I don't want to risk my money. They're scared. As soon as you put your money in the stock market, you could lose it all. So I'm not going to bother. Which, again, is true, but if you do the research, then you'll be just fine. Again, if you invest like a dumbass and put your money in a penny stock or, try to get rich quick, easy, that's very risky and you'll probably lose your money. The sun's out right in my face. Awesome. But yeah, number four was risk. Number five is delaying. So what I mean by that is people say, oh, I'm not ready, I'm going to wait a little bit, wait a couple years, wait till, this and that, and then I'll start investing. Okay. The longer you wait, the worse off you'll be. The longer you wait, the more money you're not making. So, terrible excuse. Number six, friends and family. What this means is, it's basically who you surround yourself with. So, if your friends and your family do not invest into stocks, or do not know anything about stocks, that you have a high probability of, being the same way. If they think it's risky, this and that, the other thing, you'll probably think the same way. So if you surround yourself with with like-minded people, you're probably going to think similarly. Again, in family, obviously, if you're raised a certain way, if you're not taught, how to invest your money, then you're not going to know that you're not going to think it's the right thing to do automatically, or you're not going to, teach yourself that right away. So it's typically, God knows school won't show you. So again, it's who you surround yourself with is definitely, a major one. So number 7 is arrogance. You ever talk to someone about stocks and they're just, I got my money in this and that, the other thing. Got my money in a CD and this. I don't know. I'm investing in something stupid. I don't know. Sometimes when you talk to people about stocks, they say, I don't need it. They're just not interested, and they're acting so cocky like they don't even need to learn it. Most people act scared, but sometimes you get someone that says, or just gives off the vibe of it's not the right thing to do. So number 8 would be bad habits. So obviously, bad habits meaning you've been investing or acting a certain way with money your whole life, right? So why would you change? What would make you change? You'd have to be ready and willing to change. So some people keep their bad habits with them for the rest of their lives. Or, some people can change. Some people will change. But if you have habits, bad ones at that, then that typically can hold you back from, thinking about the stock market as a good idea, a good investment, etc. Number 9 is trust. Trust meaning, I guess, more so even getting started. Such as, where do you even begin? Where do you trust these brokerage accounts? Obviously, a lot of them are big banks, so people should trust them, but people just don't trust the market. They don't trust putting their money in something other than a physical bank. Most people have to physically go to the bank and, physically hand someone their money. And they think obviously, because most investing in the stock market is done online, they think they can't trust that. So, that's mostly the older generation. And last but not least is there's no guarantee. And what that means is if they put their money in something, there's no guaranteed return. They don't want any part of it. So obviously investing in stocks, it has zero guarantee. So that's a big turnoff. Again, banks can guarantee this percent, that percent in giving CDs, and that's what people are used to. But when you put your money into a stock, an individual stock, a mutual fund, this and that, the other thing, nothing is guaranteed. You could lose your money. So there's risk. So anyway, I just thought I'd make a top 10. Now I'm hitting some traffic, so I'm gonna try to end this video now. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll try to make a few more here and there, but anyway, have fun at work, everyone.